Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michael Levitariti, and today it's a very special review of a very special big movie. Before I get started, remember to subscribe to my channel, like the video and comment below what you think about the movie that I'm going to review and speak today. Alright, today's movie review is a very brand new movie that came out just this past week, couple of days ago, and I had the pleasure to see it at the Locarno Film Festival in Switzerland, here where I'm staying, on the biggest or one of the biggest outdoor movie screens in Europe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this should be it. And it's always magical, in my opinion, when you see a brilliant movie outside on a big screen. It's just it's total another experience that if you watch it at home or in a cinema, it's magical. So Respect, a movie about the great Aretha Franklin, directed by Miss Liesl Tommy, written by Tracy Scott Wilson. I tell you, the cast, Jennifer Hudson is playing in a brilliant way Aretha Franklin, and Aretha Franklin handpicked herself, Jennifer Hudson, as the lead actress to portray Aretha Franklin, so that's something pretty big, important. Forest Whitaker, awesome, great part that he played. Marlon Wayans, Audra McDonald, Mark Maron, Titus Brooks, Saikon Senglo, Holly Kingnor, Sky Dakota Turner, Tate Donovan, Mary J. Blige, among the main actors and actresses. Before I get into the story and the critical parts and what I enjoyed and liked very much, I must say, for me, every movie, every film that tells a story about an artist, a music artist, whether it's a solo or a group, like here, Respect, or the movie that I reviewed, I'm gonna link here, Billie Holiday versus the United States, or another one that I reviewed, Bohemian Rhapsody, or even movies that have as a subject music, like another one that I'm going to link here, Whiplash. There's something so magical, there's something so great. Doing a movie which is artistic about an artistic subject, which is music, it's just, I don't know, it's brilliant. I love this kind of movies. Probably because you see the struggle or the difficulties and the journey that the group, the people have to do to go to reach their high success that all these people have, and it's fascinating. It's really fascinating. So that's what I think what makes this movie great and very brilliant. So Respect, it's about the story and the success of the great Aretha Franklin. The movie starts, we see Aretha Franklin as a child that is already very talented, I mean, at the age of a child, she's very talented, has a brilliant voice. She picked up singing from her mother and sings on nights when in her house, when her father, who is a pastor for the church, invites people, friends, and also famous people, and on Saturday evening, and she gets to sing for all these people. So that's where we see actually that everything starts, the setup. We see also that when she's a child, we don't see the detail, but we see a scene, and then just one shot later that she had a traumatic experience with the masculine sex, actually with a man. She got pregnant very, very young, on a very young age, and therefore she has a child very, very, very young. And that's actually something that, because she had this trauma at a very young age, that's the point where she gets to fight. And one of the problems in her career, in her life, we see that she starts her journey as a singer locally, and then till she gets a star in the whole United States, basically, up to when she's really successful at the late 60s and in the 70s. That's actually what the movie is about. We see also all the conflicts, the difficulties that she had, especially with men. There are two men that she's together. The first one is a very aggressive man that at the first she dumps, and then she gets back together. He becomes her manager, but something happens again. They get in a fight. It's not that he abuses her, but he beats her actually, and physically. And she said no, stop. She dumps him, gets together with a man that's actually the promoter for a tour that she's embarking on Europe. And it's a much more it's really a good-hearted guy, a very gentle person, and that's typical. The first part of the people that we see in a movie are totally different from the second character that get normally introduced in Act 2 and or even Act 3. So this person is actually very supportive of her, but at a certain point you see, because she has these up and downs. On one side, I would say, because this traumatic experience that she had as a very young lady, this abuse that she had, and getting pregnant at a very, very, very young age, mixed together with alcohol and the fact that she gets successful, and it's a very, I can imagine it's a weird dynamic to have all these three things together. And at the end, she manages to manage the situation and get out to this roller coaster of up and downs and conflicts and problems. We see also that she gets a record for Columbia Records. She makes nine albums, 9 hits, and there's a point when she wants more, and the manager, the owner of Columbia Records says, I don't know what to do more for you. And that's the point also when she has to search another independent record or producer And we see there's her journey to really create her own art, doing the music that she really wants, directing actually every artist that plays an instrument and creating what she is known for. And then it's everything, it's mixed in conflict a bit with this, and then this conflict that she has with the men she's together. Something that I noticed, although it has conflict, this conflict that I told you right now, the movie it's not as conflictual as opposed, for example, as Billie Holiday versus the United States movie, which is also a very recent movie. Billie Holiday's movie story, I found it very, very, very dramatic and has more up and downs. I mean, she has, and you see this in the movie as well, she deals with drugs and alcohol and much more problems with men that she's together. She's also coming from, I would say, her childhood, what she had to see the relationship between men and women. It was also distorted, and that was one of the things that created Billie Holiday's problem, was this, and success. So it's there was much more conflict in this story. In the Aretha Franklin stories, there are also these elements, but a bit more, not so in the extreme from what I saw. I think probably because from what I see from the story in the movies, Aretha Franklin's upbringing was she has a solid base. She's living in this beautiful big house. Her father was very strict, but was a pastor in the church, and her upbringing had actually a very good base. She drifted a bit along because of what she had to go through and what she experienced, and every human being has to go through, we know, these hard times, but was not so conflictual. What else can I say? The story is really beautiful to see how the character developed from young age to the highest of her career. What I really enjoyed, and that's in every movie that I said at the beginning that deals with music, and whether if it's solo artist or a group like the Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, it's all these movies have this beautiful scene and sequence where the artists actually are on the stage performing, and you see the whole beauty, the whole power of the music, of this art. And if you are somebody that appreciates art and music in this case, it's so beautiful. You see in this case, Aretha Franklin, when she's performing in the church or on stage during the Europe tour or on other venues in the United States, it's just the cinematography, I must say, very beautifully how it's done. The lighting, especially to get back in the 60s, 70s, and also when they are on stage, the nice lighting, colorful light, and a really an artistic, beautiful movie that I really enjoyed. Respect that I had the pleasure to see on a big screen on a film festival. Highly advise you to go see the movie whenever, however you can, in a movie theater. Of course, it's a much bigger, grandiose, more artistic view. Eventually at home, if you can't, if you want, but I highly advise you to see it on a big screen just for the experience of the sound and the images. And let me know below what you think about the movie Respect. what's your anticipation if you haven't seen it. Like this video. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Subscribe to my channel, it means a lot, and I see you in the next review. Thank you, bye.